was trying to.
Okay, 30 seconds.
Always trying to write stories that were maybe funny or scary or.
No, so I'm going to go straight to a bit of music because we've only played one piece so far, so you can relax.
How did you get anybody to actually get all the dogs?
I'll do it right now between the two.
Further along either direction, further than he could possibly see. The fence was very high, higher even than the house they were standing in, and there were huge wooden posts like telegraph poles dotted along it, holding it up. At the top of the fence, enormous bales of barbed wire were tangled in spirals, and Gretel felt an unexpected pain inside her as she looked at the sharp spikes sticking out all the way round it. There wasn't any grass after him, step by step closer and closer to the dot in the distance, which meanwhile had become a speck, and then began to show very sign of turning into a blob, and shortly after that the blob came into a figure. And then as Bruno got even closer, he saw the thing was neither a dot or a speck, nor a blob, nor a figure, but a person. In fact, it was a boy. Bruno had read enough books about explorers to know that one could never be sure what one was going to find. Most of the time, they came across something interesting that was just sitting there, minding its own business, waiting to be discovered, such as America.
Our final passage. We read the first time the boys met, and this is around the last time the same two boys get to meet, or pretty close if my memory is right. So Emily, if you're ready, you go ahead and read that bit for us now.
Neither boy said anything for a moment. Suddenly Bruno had a brainwave, unless he began thinking about it for a moment, and allowing a plan to hatch in his head. He reached a hand up to his head and felt where his hair used to be, but it was now just stubble that hadn't fully grown back. Don't you remember that you said I looked like you? He asked me, since I had my head shaved. Only fatter Constant smiled. Well, if that's the case, said Bruno, and if I had a pair of striped pyjamas too, then I could come over and visit, and no one would be any wiser.